Hello, everyone, here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Frankenmuth, Michigan, and since last episode finished up mulching and plowing field 21, and oh boy, was that a bit of fun, I guess you could say. I'm not sure how else to explain that one. That plow one has the same problem the John Deere 2730, whatever the other plow we have has that one, because that plow also mulches, plows, and cultivates, or seed bed, whatever it does, whatever the John Deere one does again. The RDAllen here one, I think it's cultivates and then plows. So I think it's the opposite of the John Deere. The John Deere mulches, plows, and then cultivates. This one here, one cultivates, mulches. No, not does. I don't think this one mulches. It just cultivates and plows. And what happens when you do that, one? The hired workers get confused and they go over areas they've already done. So in this case, you remember from last episode, I plowed a couple of headlands, and I think towards, it might have been after I finished recording, I went ahead and finished up the headlands all across this field and then threw a hired worker on it. Well, the problem is the hired worker kept getting stuck, especially down at this end, because there's a ditch down in this end. He would drive down in the ditch. I'm like, oh, what the heck? Okay, so I added another 2 headlands to that end. I'm like, that should take care of that problem. And rehired the worker. And then, of course, because I rehired the worker, because he cultivates and plows, rather than going the correct way across the field, he started going back across what he had already done. I'm like, oh, come on now. So I'll turn him back around, get him going. I think it took like 2 or 3 tries, and finally he started going the right way on the field. The only problem is he kept getting stuck down in the ditch here. I'm like, 4 headlands, that should be enough, right? It's like, oh, wait a minute, that's right. It doesn't matter how many headlands I do, everyone. He's going to keep getting stuck in the ditch because he keeps plowing across the headlands because, again, it cultivates and plows, so the hired worker just, oh, this needs to be done yet, even though it doesn't, right? I don't know. I think in the case of that one, I think mod authors maybe need to stop putting cultivating and plowing. I mean, it's kind of nice in some ways, Evan, because, yeah, you got the coulters, although in the case of the RDAllen here, everyone, it's only coulters, so it shouldn't really be cultivating with that. I don't know. But anyway, so that was the problem. The John Deere, I kind of agree with them, because the John Deere, that is kind of what it's supposed to do. It is supposed to mulch, it is supposed to plow, and it's supposed to kind of leave the ground ready to plant. I'm not sure how good that works in real life, but that is the theory behind that particular tool. So, but yeah, the RDAllen here is just like a straight up chisel plow, so there really shouldn't be any cultivating going on there, although the cultivating, again, is before the plowing. So I ended up doing them as I went ahead and did, I think it was like a total of 4 headlands all the way around the field, everyone. And then I just set up courseplay and had courseplay finish it up for me. So, it was just such a mess. It looks like courseplay did a pretty good, because again, courseplay doesn't care what has and hasn't been done. And then I set up courseplay with 3 headlands, and I started courseplay like on the very last headland, so it started going up and down the field, because again, I did the headlands, so it's nice and clean. Anyway, that part's done, everyone. This episode, I want to focus on getting some brand new fields here. And looking at our choices, I think I got a couple of fields picked out here. So let's go to the map here a minute, and I'll go look at buying some fields. So I was looking around, everyone, like field 22 here. Expected yield potential, 97%. To be honest, the number, you probably don't have to pay that close attention. It's not really going to matter. But I figure we're going to look at it a little bit. So 97%, not the greatest. How about what we would have got down here? 98. 101, that's not terrible. 99 on the big field. I was kind of looking at 24 here, and it might still do that too. We'll see once 25. 104, not bad on that one. If we go up this way, though, number 9 here is 105%. And then field 5 is 115%. Even better yet, the only problem, obviously, with field 5 here has, I don't know if that's a house or whatever that is there. I'm not sure exactly. I haven't looked at it, but... So, yeah, I'm kind of thinking field 5. Unfortunately, as you can probably tell, it has power poles in it. That's going to be less than ideal, so I'm not sure if I want to deal with that or not. Yeah, field 9 doesn't look too bad, although it has this weird jog here. We might just, like, paint over that and bye-bye. For potatoes, though, again, we got field 13 as potatoes. Could maybe do field 10. Field 10 has 109%. So I'm thinking field 10 is going to be another potato field. And we're not too far from our field 11 here, where we got our potato factories, our chip factories, which, again, we're going to be expanding our chip empire. Wow, cannot talk here today. So we're going to be expanding that here drastically. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. So I'm thinking field 10 is going to be potatoes. Field 9, maybe sunflowers possibly, and then I don't know, just field 5. It's, you know, it looks like a good yielder, and then I'm looking at possibly getting 24 here as well. We'll see once. So, let's see once here. Let's start by just picking up field 10. Actually, let's check. Anything planted on these fields here? What do we got here? Growing. Doesn't look like there's anything on field 10. 5, 9. Looks like 24 has something on it. What is on it here? That is canola. Okay. Whatever. Field 10 is showing... Is that something on field 10, or is that just empty? I can't quite tell. Oh, it's got grass on it. Okay, field 10 is apparently a grass field. Okay. So field 10 does have something on it. Field 9 is a beautiful field of weeds, apparently. Interesting enough, 4, 12, and 21 don't have any weeds on them yet. I'm not sure what's up with that one. I don't know. Well, actually, 12 is planted, I guess, right? And 4, I don't think I have anything on 4, is there? No, 4 is not planted, so I don't know. No weeds on that one. Not that I'm complaining. Okay, so we got, I didn't buy 10 yet, did I? Okay, let's go actually buy that here a minute. Value 300,000. Oh, it tells you 30,000 per hectare. Didn't I set the game to acres? It still says hectare. Anyway, whatever. And then field 9. Let's go ahead and pick that up here as well. We'll start with those two, everyone. And then, like I said, I'm debating on 24 and then field. Kind of want to go field 5 just because it has the higher yield potential, right? Put our best crop corn in that or something. I don't know. We'll see once here, but I think that's a good start, everyone. So I don't want to field the grass. Sorry, nope, I really don't want to field the grass. I'm thinking that's going to be our next potato field, everyone. So again, I'll probably do what we did over on field 13 here. We're going to lose a couple headlands, paint over it, and then I'm probably just going to paint these ends off, especially this end. That's just no point in that. Let's drive down here and see what we're working with first. Actually, we really should be going down this way, I guess, shouldn't we? Yeah, we own the field. Or no, do we not own this field? Oh, no, we do not own this. Okay, nope. Field 11 is actually up there. Okay. No, never mind. We're driving down through here anyway. Very odd-shaped field here, field 22. I'm not sure what's up with that. I presume, everyone, that's probably the way it is in real life, because this is supposed to be based on the Frankenmuth area, so I don't know... Like, I don't know if this is actually, like, based off a real area of the map or not. I mean, it's just Frankenmuth, Michigan, so I'm not sure exactly how real this is, if you will. Yeah, we're definitely going to just paint over that. It's a fairly good section over here, everyone. But I don't know that it's really worth, like, planting potatoes in this, to be honest. I mean, that is a bit of a distance. I mean, but by the time you factor in some headland room and space like that, it's just, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. This will be about the same size as field 13, maybe a little bit smaller. Yeah, maybe just a little bit smaller. So let's get the painting tools out here then. Take care of that problem right away. Construction. We want to do some landscaping. Actually, you know what? There's a shortcut right to this, isn't there? I forget what that is again. Painting. We want grass. Yes. And we definitely want that a little bit bigger. So brush size, M. Hate this brush on me because you can't actually tell what... It's not like a hard line, right? Giants definitely did not improve the landscaping, painting, sculpting tools here in 22. I mean, that is for sure. I don't know who they got to, like, play test this part of the game, everyone, but oh my. They might want to, maybe look at firing them promptly. I'm going the right way here, aren't I? Why is this not? Yeah, this is right. Or is it not? No. What are we doing? Oh, crap. You know what? Shoot. Well, how do you like that one? Whoops. We'll plow that. Going the wrong way. Should have known. Thought something wasn't quite looking right there. It's like we should be there by now. Actually, maybe what I should do, I haven't done anything other than, let's, I'll be right back, because I haven't saved the game yet. So let's be right back, and we'll, hopefully, as long as we don't, we're just going to hit that quick game, yes, without saving. We'll be right back. Okay, and we're back, and we're going to go the right direction here this time, hopefully. There we go. And trying to keep it relatively straight, which, like I said, given the new controls here, it's a little bit harder to do. There we go. Actually, I think I did a pretty good job that time. And then we're going to paint, I probably should at least do 2, but maybe we'll stick with 1. We don't really have any, like, ditches or trees along here, so I think 1 should really be enough. We might be turning out into the other field here just a little bit, but oh well. Again, rather than planting headlands along the edge of the field here, we're just going to go up and down and then just leave like some large grassy areas for turning around in at the end, essentially. That's the idea I'm going for here anyway. And as you noted, everyone, the mistake I made just a few moments ago here painting, as we said before, unfortunately, there's no undo with this, everyone, other than unless you do what I did there, which, fortunately, autosave hadn't kicked in yet. If autosave had kicked in, then there really wouldn't have been much you could do, which is probably really close. Had been really close to autosaving, everyone. And last one. There we go. We'll do the same thing on the other end as well. And hopefully that's enough. If not, I might do 1 more paint along there yet, too. We'll see once. But for now, we'll just stick with 1. Okay, if you're super careful and really take your time, everyone, you can get a fairly nice straight line. Again, it's a little more difficult here with this one than the last, previous Farming Sim in 19 as far as painting went, but... Okay, there we go. I will take that and already paint it across there. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother worrying about painting that, to be honest. I mean, it's grass. It can stay grass. That's fine. Okay, and yeah, of course, I don't have my gator that I had for running around over there. Field 9, that should be fine. I might end up painting these little small sacks. Actually, let's go grab the gator. Yeah, like I said, apparently can't speak here today. Oh, that's the Mahindra. Ah, fine. You know what? Let's take the Mahindra. Oh, it's in the garage. I just better open the door. Put on brakes. Okay, burning out. Whoa, sliding around. Oh boy. Well, at least we didn't roll over. That's a bit of a wonder, I suppose. Okay, the field. Let's see, we want to go field 9, right? Let's check out these little grassy strips that are over here. Are these worth, like, planting, or should we just get rid of them, so to speak? I'm kind of leaning towards the get rid of the department. Hey, there's weeds on this field. Oh, is this the field that had weeds, or wasn't it? Maybe it was. Yeah, that's just, I don't know, to be honest, not really worth farming, if you ask me. I mean, in real life, I wouldn't, yes, you'd probably still farm it, but, oh boy. You got this. This definitely is not worth farming. Again, real life, I mean, yeah, real life farmers, I mean, they'd be farming right up, right where we're parked now. They'd be right up to that tree there, but a little more paint here. A little more paint, I think. It resets every time, doesn't it? Of course it does. Okay, there we go. And yeah, we're just going to get rid of this one too, everyone. quite get that one straight, did I? Oh, well. Folks will just have to look at that from now on. Okay, there we go. I think that field should work quite nicely. Yeah, we got those little spots there, that's fine. There appears to be a couple more houses there. Again, as I said before, that is very much the way it is in real life here in Michigan. You just got little couple acre plots out of... Whoa, hello, this thing likes to slide around, doesn't it? My goodness. A couple acre plots out in the middle of fields where the people have just put houses down. It's just kind of the way it is. Actually, does this field... This is sunflowers, right? Does this field need to be plowed? No, it does not. Okay, I guess sunflowers don't need to be plowed. Just looking at them, it looks like maybe a field that needs to be plowed. Maybe we should run the mulcher across this, though. That might be a good idea. This looks like something we would mulch in real life, so I might throw the mulcher on that. And then I'm seeing how we're turning over a grass field. Do we want to be somewhat realistic and actually go get a proper mold board plow for this? I guess if we're going to play somewhat realistic, to be honest, we probably should. That's probably what you would use in real life for something like that. Potentially. The other option was you spray it and kill it off. Let it die for a while. Hopefully it's well past dead. You know, starting to decay a little bit. Then you run a chisel plow through it. Or even we have this tool as well. This probably actually work pretty good for that too, I suppose. Anyway, where's my mulcher? Actually, you know what? I think it's right in here. Yes, there it is. Let's go mulch that field up here a minute. Now we'll throw a hard work on. Then we'll start working on our new fields. See what's with all our new fields here. They probably... Oh, you know what? Speaking of new fields, before we head over to mulching, let's get some scanning done on these fields. I just happened to think of that. I bet we're going to... Oh, and you know what? Our environmental score went down because we bought new fields. That's kind of annoying, isn't it? We need to purchase... Yes. 11,000. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And purchase soil information. 8,000. Yeah, that's cheap. Okay, excellent. Oh, and we got it already? Wow, that was quick. I thought we had to wait a second for that. Nope, I guess we got it already. Okay, cool. Anyway, going back to the yield here. Nope, nitrogen. pH, looks like we probably... We'll have to drive over there and check. I haven't seen what it says for pH. Should have done that while we had the Mahindra out there. Oh, well. And as I said, I'm just going to throw a hard worker on this here a minute. Hopefully knows enough to stop in between the fields here. I guess we'll find out. You know, some of these fields out there are really close together. Like this little strip here, that is probably going to cause a problem with the hard work. But we don't own this section, right? No. Don't think we'll have to worry about him getting into this. He might get into the other field here, though, that we just bought. We'll see once. Because, yeah, that's a pretty thin strip there, too. Okay, what are we looking at on this field here? Where'd my HUD go? There it is. pH value is good. Okay, so we don't need any lime on this field. We do, of course, need fertilizer, but we don't need any fertilizer until we actually, plant something on it. Let's run over to the other field here, too, a minute. See what's what the pH is. I think the pH looks like it's okay on that one, too. Oh, he did turn around. Okay, excellent. pH value on this one is also good. A little bit darker green of good, though. At least it looks like it anyway. And then over here, we're also good. Okay, excellent. We don't need any lime then. We are all good there. I don't think we actually have to do anything in these fields other than, like I said, plow that one, everyone. So let's grab a plow here then. And speaking of plow, let's, how do we want to use the John Deere? John Deere one should work that we have. I'm just trying to think in real life. Obviously, having this with any of the plows in the game would work. And in fact, per the game, we don't even have to plow it. Which actually, maybe for our environmental score might actually be a better thing. I don't know. Speaking of plowing, I know in the comments, some people said that, your environmental score... Actually, how do I get back to the... Unclick that one. Not sure how to get that. We need to be on the right one, right? No. Peach. Okay, I'm not sure how you get this to show up sometimes. I'm still a little bit confused by that. Whatever, per field score. But anyway, speaking of the per field score button, the plowing we did on that did not hurt our environmental score in any way, shape, or form. So that's a good thing. You know what? Let's go look at moldboard plows, everyone. Yes, the much hated moldboard plows. We do have a great big salad forward there. The only problem with this, I'm not sure how hard worker friendly that would be. So we'd probably end up going with, we got the great big old Kverland here. As I said before, I mean, you really probably would never see a plow like this used around where I live. One, it's a moldboard plow, and second off, it's like double-sided moldboard plows, which you just don't see plows like that around here, everyone. You might see plows like this, you know, decaying in the back lot somewhere with weeds that are, you know, growing up around it, probably a few trees growing through the frame type of thing. You might see those, everyone, but you'll definitely not see anything like this. At least I've never seen anything like this before around where I live. Kind of tempted to try this one. I'm just seeing how it's going to work. What's the horsepower requirements? 6.2, 360, 6 meters, 3, yeah, okay, basically the same, isn't it? Well, I happen to know this one's going to be a little more hard worker friendly. Or we just stick with the John Deere, which technically the John Deere is really not that hard worker friendly either, everyone, so... You know what? Let's go with the John Deere. We have already got it, and it should work. It's not like we can spray any sort of burn down here in this game, so... Spray it and kill it off. Not unfortunate option. That might be interesting. I mean, if you actually could have that option in the future here, you know, you'd have to watch what kind of spray you put on the crops on your field to make sure that, you know, you say you're spraying Roundup, everyone, you planted Roundup ready corn. Crops are Roundup ready, otherwise, oh boy, that might get a little interesting. Oh, looks like the mulching's taking care of the weeds as well. Wonder how long the weeds will stay away. Guessing probably not very long. Okay, weeds, prepare to meet your maker. Actually, plowing with this hard worker actually might not go that bad because I've got the headlands on here. Some GPS setup here. Oh, it's already on, wasn't it? Alt-C, Control-S. And we are doing 0 degree line here this time around. On that on the tractor. Get a width on that. Lock it on, and away we go. And this one, by the way, if I back up here, oh, maybe it actually, I thought it counted as a mulcher. Maybe it does not, everyone. It looks like it does, because you're driving across it here. Like there, you can see it's just, like, grass is getting wiped out, right? At least it looks like it is, but as soon as you back up, it comes back, doesn't it? But it plows, and then it leaves. I believe that is cultivated again, if I remember correctly. So, yes, cultivated. Again, the other land element is essentially the opposite. It cultivates first, then it plows. Which the cultivating is coming from the coulters, which, nah, I don't know if I agree with that one. I mean, with this one, obviously, it makes a little more sense, because there's a lot more action going on. This one actually is like discs up front. Then it has a couple rippers in the back, and then it's got some rolling harrows, baskets, some more disc things in the back here. It's a lot going on with this particular tool, shall we say. Also, use a paint job from the looks of it. Possibly a repair job, too, might be in order. Anyway, let's see what we got for a few comments here a moment before we wrap it up. Case IH Farms was saying that the Black Sheep Modding HX20 Brush Hog does work good as a mulcher. Hey, good to know. And I was thinking about using that one. Obviously, we didn't, but I thought about it. Hetro was saying, have you heard of the new mod on Giant's testing list? The Corn Harvest add-on mod. I've seen the review of this mod and it looks great. It adds dried corn and anhydrous to any map. It has passed the PC testing and is in testing for the console now at Giants. The problem is there isn't a proper tool yet to apply anhydrous. I'm not sure. The great idea to this mod is that you don't have to change the XML codes for a map. Hey, that is kind of nice. As far as anhydrous, there are some anhydrous toolbars out there. I don't know if there's any for the console or not, but I know at least on the PC side of things, there are a few anhydrous toolbars out. And while the mod I am working on isn't quite out yet, we were working on the sweep plow. It also supports anhydrous, by the way. Well, liquid fertilizer at this point. Technically, we'll probably add anhydrous to it, but for now, just because, again, anhydrous isn't a default game item, everyone. It just supports liquid fertilizer. Brian was saying, any thoughts on the next map? He was also saying, also Unit Fert is out. Seems to be working pretty good so far. Just had an update yesterday, I believe. Well, I might have to check that out at some point, everyone. We shall see once here. I know, like I said, I think a unit convert was what broke precision farming in Farming Sim in 19, wasn't it? I think it was. But yes, being able to see items in bushels instead of all this leader nonsense, that is kind of nice. I don't know, again, why Giants doesn't give us that option. I want to give us the option for the money and acres, supposedly, though I'm not sure where they measure the acres in, because it seems like everything is still in hectares yet. I don't know. And of course, you can measure it miles per hour instead of kilometers per hour. So where's the option from liters to bushels, and as someone else also pointed out, from liters to gallons? Those would be kind of nice options to have. Oh, and going back to Brad's comment here, too, on the next map, everyone. Actually, I do have the next map in mind. The same map I was kind of looking at before I started this map, everyone. That is the Wyoming map. The only reason I didn't go to the Wyoming map, everyone, was because there's supposedly an update coming out for it. And I should really go back and check. I don't know if it's out yet or not, everyone, but there was supposedly a great big update coming out for it. Lots of big changes and new things on it. So I was like, well, you know, crap, I don't want to just start that series and then, you know, a week later the update comes out. So you know what, we'll just wait. We're going to do the Frankenmuth map first, which I've been wanting to do this map as well, so. And then hopefully the plan is we'll probably get into the Wyoming map. And probably going to kind of wait till the update comes out before we do that. So hopefully the update comes out here soon. Or maybe it's already out. I'll have to go check. I haven't looked at it recently. Oh, speaking of gallons here, Mark was saying that. What? No gallons? Yep, no gallons in the game. It's liters. They measure everything in liters, apparently, according to this game. He was saying someone needs to add a I did that sticker on the gas pumps and make fuel for real world prices. Yes there, Mark. Yes, that would be funny. No thanks on the real world gas prices, though. No thank you. Christopher was saying good video. Thank you very much for that. Mike was saying I had trouble with that grain cart in auto drive. The in-game cart works better for me. Ah, good to know. Good to know. Oh, he's turning around. Okay. Say the mulcher didn't quite look right there, but no, I guess he's just turning around. Steve was saying, I have auto drive in my game, but no vehicle settings for auto drive. How do you get into the auto drive settings? Auto drive settings, everyone, you should be able to access by clicking on this little cog icon here. So obviously open up your auto drive HUD. I guess, I don't know, HUD. I don't know, whatever you call this. Open up the auto drive HUD, everyone, click the settings icon, and that's where you get the settings. Now keep in mind, your settings here are going to depend on what kind of equipment you're in as well. So if you get in the combine, everyone, you're going to see some additional settings here than what you'd see on this screen. And that might change based on some other equipment too, what you have. Not entirely sure what all different setting pages there are, but I know at least between the combine and tractor, everyone, the setting pages are different. So just something to keep in mind there. Oh, I did a horrible job lining up on that line. Let's see if we can get that a little better here. Okay, well, I've been looking at the time here. Looks like it is about time to wrap it up here for this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.